So believe it or not, pullbacks are not the worst thing in the world. Would I rather charts just continue to run up and to the right? Absolutely. But this is an important strength test that Shiba Inu is doing right now. And in fact, there are some things that have happened behind the scenes that are very, very important, including massive shifts in accumulation. But also, there are some very important things flashing on the charts that I need to show you guys and make you aware of as we get into this week. On the luck side, welcome to the channel. If you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So I'm not sure where price is going to be at by the time this video comes out. It's 5:42 Central Standard Time. This video is coming out at 9:30 Central Standard Time. There's going to be a lot of people that wake up here in the US between now and then, which means that whatever the sentiment may be, we may see some selling, we may see some accumulation. But what we're seeing right now in terms of Shiba Inu is a test of strength, right? Now, some people have said, oh, yeah, we're pumping and dumping, whales are holding us back, all these things. And it's not any of that. In fact, this pullback that we're seeing from Shiba Inu right now is very similar to what we've seen in most assets across the space. We're down about 13% right now. Many assets are down basically 10 to 15%. It's not an uncommon number. And the big reason why this happened, I talked about in my ADA video earlier today. We actually got into some BTC long liquidations. We saw BTC drop from a very comfortable spot in that 97K range. It actually even got down into the 94s. And unfortunately, this drug down Ethereum, it drug down alts throughout the space. And that's what got us to where we're at currently, right? Now, that being said, Ethereum is going to be a big driver of SHIB's next move. And why I say that is people need to remember that SHIB has some very large pairings with Ethereum. When Ethereum likes to make these moves to the upside, Shiba Inu tends to follow. We talked about that before. That's obviously what helped with Shiba Inu's breakout. But what I will say that right here is very strong is actually you can see this drop starting to slow and turn just a little bit for Shiba Inu. We're testing this 4028 range, which again was the top of our break box. So holding support above here is very, very important. And what I'll say that is flashing that is a very good sign here is these buy zone opportunities. Again, if you guys are not using my indicator, you should definitely check it out. There's a 7-day free trial on it. It costs less than $1 a day, anyways, but it's a huge tool to use for finding some of these good zones to accumulate. And you can see that all these accumulation zones that have shown before on the 1 hour charts, they've led to some really nice pushes to the upside. Now, this isn't a guarantee. This isn't a confirmation that this is going to happen, right? It doesn't always catch the exact bottom, but it does tell us when we may be a little oversold, when there's extensions, when there are certain things happening that may actually indicate a flip around and a move to the upside. Now, that being said, what we also need to culminate this with is let's see what large holders are doing, because I've seen some people kind of dog the large holders, and guess what? Lo and behold, the last 2 days, they added 2 trillion Shiba Inu to their bag. So what you're seeing right now is liquidity pools dragging us down, a little bit of retail fear, but large holder excitement. Okay. Large holders are, in fact, accumulating and hodling in a big, big way. And you guys have, if you haven't noticed, some of these days that we have seen from whales as of late have been big, big adding days. Yes, there are some whales that unload. We have a couple days of negative in there, but the move for the most part has been a net positive. And that is what is going to help Shiba Inu move to the upside. That's exactly, again, what back here, I hate to keep referencing March, but that's exactly what happened back here in March that allowed us to make these major moves to the upside. It was that long-term holder conviction. There was the confidence from whales. We're seeing all the same thing over and over and again. All right. Now, why I'm mentioning Ethereum in the same breath as Shiba Inu here is I think people miss that this actually took place last week. We actually had the largest day of spot Ethereum ETF accumulation ever. And the crazy thing about this is the inflows for spot Ethereum ETFs actually were larger than the inflows for spot Bitcoin ETFs. Think about what that actually means. So what you're seeing now is if spot ETFs are following what typically happens with retail. They're actually following the shift to altcoins. Now, I'm not saying this is a confirmation they're going to do exactly that and they're going to start loading spot Ethereum ETFs on a more consistent basis. That wouldn't make sense because obviously Bitcoin is much, much larger. But what you're seeing is a sense of confidence there. And remember, This can very, very easily move Ethereum price to the upside, which is in fact beneficial for Shiba Inu. It makes those moves for SHIB much, much easier. Again, it comes down to retail, what SHIB holders are doing in general. But if you continue to see this long-term conviction, if you continue to see whales adding, and especially if you put the cherry on top with institutional money adding Ethereum in a big way, it makes this move to the upside much, much easier for SHIB. This is again where we're talking about that Doge level move pushing to almost 405. This is when we talk about those all-time high moves, right? Again, I'm not saying this is going to happen today, tomorrow, this week, next month, whenever, right? But know that we're seeing baby steps, right? Fundamentals are the most important thing, and the fundamentals are strong. Price is the last thing to follow. The good news is that price is starting to move, and the fundamentals are actually increasing in strength. And that's what makes this frankly so exciting in terms of Shiba Inu. Now, again, if you guys do want to, utilize leverage, if you want to maximize these moves either to the downside or to the upside, you guys can use Margex. There is a referral link in the description below. As you guys know, I've been trading on there for a very, very long time. We've been talking about it a bunch here lately, and my positions are up very, very big on here against, with this buy zone flashing on SHIB. Maybe it's a good time to open the long. Again, you guys do you. This isn't financial advice, but there are tons of opportunities in this market to maximize the tools that you have available to you, whether that's the indicator, whether that's leverage, whether that's just, the information here on the channel. But feel free to check that out if you guys would like. There's a referral link in the description below. You can earn up to $10,000 in deposit and trading bonuses, but you guys already know that. So I just wanted to share with you guys. I'm not unsettled by this move that's happening. Again, I want to see us hold support. I don't want to see us bleed back into the range we were at, but know that us getting into alt season is a very big deal. All right. There's going to be a point where that retail excitement really hits in a big way. It hasn't even started yet. And this is where SHIB's going to make some of its biggest moves. So appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. What do we see as the week goes on? Have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.